What the photograph don't show is that we're headed to my room. Yo, what up fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. AskJT number 13. Alright, as always guys, if you have questions for next AskJT, just leave them hashtag, I can't say that fucking word. Leave it hashtag AskJT. And hopefully I'll get to your question next time. It can be anything, military related, college related, about my car, motorcycle, about my dogs, whatever, anything. Let's get into this first question here. My boy Gavin H, he's been commenting a lot. Gavin, I appreciate you, brother, as always, you know. AskJT, I've heard that the showers on ships are pretty nasty. Is this true? If so, how do you use your shower shoes to avoid certain things? All right, Gavin, let me tell you. All right, when you're living on a boat, when you're living on a ship in the military, whatever it is, carrier, destroyer, whatever, when you're taking these showers, most showers on the ship, you share the water sloshes back and forth. We all share the water. It's a beautiful thing. So that's why they invented shower shoes. Everybody must have shower shoes. If you don't, you're going to get called out. You're a nasty mother trucker if you don't. You're going to get all that fungus all over your feet. Everybody must have shower shoes. Now you can go basic, get the cheap little ones, you know, with a little clearance at the Nukes or the military store. Or you can go all out. Get those thick shower shoes. You know, I recommend the thicker, the better. All right, question number 2, Lydia asks, have you ever seen someone fall off the ship or other near-death experiences? Now, me personally, I have not seen somebody fall off. I have seen somebody close to it falling off. There was this weird experience I remember when I was on the ship. There was this kid from one of our sister squadrons, you know? They were just running around the whole ship. There were MAs chasing this one person, you know, like a group of MAs all chasing this one person around the ship. And we're all like, what the fuck is going on, you know? What did they do? And come to find out, one of my buddies was in the smoke pit when this had happened. So this sailor, I don't know, I guess they had lost it, you know? Sometimes all that water, when you see water around you for 50 days straight, it gets to your mind. It'll get you. It's like a prison. Anyways, this one person lost it, started running around, saying they were going to jump off the ship. You know, I don't know if they were doing it for attention or what, but this person was in the smoke pit, about to go over the rail, crawling over the rail to jump off, and my buddy grabs him, pulls him right back on the ship. So that's the closest thing I had, you know, experience on my deployment. Like I said, I don't know if it was for attention, but it does happen. All right, Dominic, my boy, number 3, love your vids. Thanks, buddy. You said that you would talk about sports in one of your previous AskJT, still waiting on your 2 cents. All right, I got you. So sports in the military, I did play sports. When you're not deployed, you know, you're stationed on a base. We call it the beach. And when you're on the beach, you know, it's like a Monday through Friday job. Monday through Friday, maybe 6 to 4. You know, you have weekends off most weekends. Some weekends you have duty. Anyways, you know, you can do activities. You know, we have base sports competitions, you know, so we'll do each squadron, each command will have a flag football team, you know, a soccer team. We'll play softball, we play basketball, we do all kinds of competitions and stuff on the bases. So there should be something out there for you, you know, if you're into sports. I did play flag football competition, which is really fun. We did do basketball, I did softball, so you know, I played all the sports, man, and it's a good time if you're into that stuff. All right, this next question I really like from Albert Barnes here. What is it like having responsibility in the Navy? Easy to fuck up, a lot of pressure, hard for people to listen to you. Now, as somebody who made rank very quickly in the Navy, I made E5 in a little over 2.5 years. So I was, you know, 21, 22 years old, and I was in charge of 15, 16 junior sailors. Some of these guys were in their 30s or late 20s, way older than me. And when you have responsibility, when you make E4, E5, it is kind of a crash course. You know, especially me not having ever having a job before. Probably because I can't speak. I'm struggling today, man. But as somebody that never had a job, this was my first job, the military. You know, coming right out of high school, but being put in a supervisory position was, you know, it was an eye-opener. You know, you have to find, you know, it's a fine line. You don't want to be an asshole, but you don't want to have people walk all over for you, you know. And I had this one chief who gave me really good advice, you know, and the key is, as a leader, you know, the kind of leader that I like is one that busts their ass, the one that practices what they preach, the one that leads by example. You know, so I was always busting my ass when I was supervisor. I was trying to work really fucking hard and set a good example for all the other junior sailors, you know. And in the military, shit rolls downhill. That's how it is with the rank structure. So once you get put in a supervisor position, once you make E4 and E5, you're gonna realize shit rolls downhill. You know, your LPO, your chief is gonna shit on your LPO, your E6, who then's gonna shit on you. And then you're gonna have to shit on the people below you. You know, it just rolls all the way downhill. So they like to say E4, E5, those are some of the best ranks because especially at E5, you have a little bit of responsibility. You know, you could be work center supervisor, maybe your LPO, day check soup, but you don't have as much responsibility as the leading petty officer, as the E6. So E5 is a good rank, you know, in the Marines and the Navy, anywhere, any branch. You know, it's kind of like you have good power, you have power, but you don't got enough power to where you're going to get really fucked. You know, it's kind of that, like I said, that fine line. All right, here we go. Clayton Toll, he says, do you have any personal experience with Aircrew, NACCS, various AW people? Yes, I do have a lot of experience with Aircrew. We call them A-dubs, or they call themselves A-dubs. Yeah, all right, but what I know of Aircrewmen, you know, in A school, they're in Pensacola with us when we're in our training, and you kind of, you know, a lot of the Aircrewmen, they make E4, they get automatic E4, you know, once they graduate their schooling. So they think they're, you know, some of them are a little cocky, they're walking around in their flight suits, I don't know, but the ones that I knew, they were really down to earth, really chill with my squadron. You know, we don't really work hand in hand with the Aircrew. There are a lot of times they're off with the pilots, they're off doing their own training, their own briefings. Us maintainers, the AMs, ADs, AEs, ATs, you know, we're actually working on the aircraft itself. The aircrewmen with the helicopter squadron, they're jumping out of the aircraft, you know, doing search and rescue training. They're messing with the rescue hoist, they're messing with the anti-submarine equipment, they're manning the M22s, the 50 cals. Aircrewmen have a lot of duties with helo squadrons, and like I said, a lot of them are my friends. We don't really work hand in hand with each other, but you know, we do hang out a lot, you know, when we're doing our drills, when we're doing, especially on the carrier, and you know, they're great guys. But like I said, you do have those stereotypes of the fucking douchebag, cocky aircrewmen that, you know, think they're hot shit just because they have a flight suit and graduated their training when they haven't even been out into the fleet. That's some of the negative stereotypes. But like I said, most of them that I knew, really down to earth, chill, hard workers. It's a good, respected rate. A lot of work though. You guys do a lot of shit. All right, this last question for all you nukes. Pure Kid. He says, JT, I've heard nukes in the Navy tend to be a bunch of cocky jerks. Is this true? Now, you know, when I was in boot camp, one of my best friends was a nuke that I made in boot camp. He was slept right next to me in the compartment, in the bunk next to me, and he was super smart. He helped me with a lot of the drills we did, with a lot of our, you know, this little boot camp, all this boot camp stuff. Dude I befriended him quick, because, you know, that's what I do. I make friends with the smartest people in the room, you know, so then they help you out. You know, that's a little tip for you guys. Always make friends with the smartest person in the room. But anyways, the nukes that I came across, you know, my first introduction to them was in boot camp, and other than my friend, most of them are very book smart, but they don't have too many street smarts. My buddy, though, he was really book smart and really street smart. It was a lethal combination. That dude was the shit. But a lot of nukes, you know, no street smarts. They have trouble tying their shoes, doing basic stuff. You know, they overthink it. All right, fam, so this is going to be wrapping up the video. I hope you enjoyed this AskJT. If you're wondering where the videos were the past couple of days, I did have a little sinus infection. My nose, if you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, but I finally got over it. I wasn't able to talk, you know, I was talking like this. And I was like, fuck, you know, I can't put out a video, but it's all right. I'm back. 5 to 7 videos a week on the YouTube channel. YouTube full-time, guys. Social media below as always. Thank you so much for the support on the road to 20K. We're going to get there. 20K, I'm calling it next month. All right, guys. Thank you so much as always. See you later. Goodbye.